Yeah. It's October 1st, 2025. And, yo, I'm balling. That's all I'm going to say right now. I'm balling. Everything is going exactly as planned. Uh, Everything's just going exactly as planned. I don't even want to say anything. Everything's going so well, I know what to do. I feel like I'm actually moving forward in life. Now, uh, I remember I had to tell myself this before when I was getting my first job or when I was in university, when I felt like things were going forward in my life, when I had good grades and everything was content. That when I have it really going in my life, when I'm actually like well off, everything's going well after being in a deep shit and everything's going good now. I tend to think about women a lot. So I tend to talk. I tend to think about girls. Man, I sound like really white there, but yeah. And I was just thinking to myself, man, a girl right now in my life would fuck up everything, but it'd be fucking amazing. But right now, a girl right now would fuck up everything. And I get this constant pressure from, not my friends, mostly just my parents. Like, when are you going to get a girlfriend and stuff like that? But I'm not in any rush. I kind of am. Like, I want to have kids before I'm 30, at least, I don't want to have dumb kids, 'Cause the older you get, the weaker your sperm is. I think so. Or more likely your sperm's going to be, like, tainted, if that makes sense. Not tainted, like, just weak. It's just going to be bad. It's going to have bad sperm. Sure, there might be geniuses, but, like, most geniuses, I feel like they were born young. Their parents were young. So I gotta be, like, young. Maybe that's why people were smarter back then. They were having kids younger. But both people were probably having the kids, okay, that are young, okay? Not saying anything crazy, okay? I want to keep it civil here. Civil. But if two 16-year-olds want to have a kid, I'm not Whoa, shit. That guy scared the shit out of me. That truck almost went sideways. Dog, I'm so happy I got that on camera. For my own eye. You probably saw it in my glasses, maybe. Probably not. Nah, I don't think you can see the road with my glasses. That truck went off into the side lane and the trailer swung. I bet that guy had a heart attack. Yeah, he's staying to the left a little bit now. Yeah. But, I'm gonna get real with you. I am a romantical type. I love... Bro, stop swinging to the right. I am a romantical guy. No, but, like, I do think of, like, romance scenarios in my head that are, like, perfectly normal. They're just, like, really normal, but they're, like, based off of, like, what I learned as romance when I was a kid. You know what I mean? Like very innocent romance, you know what I mean? Like kid animation romance type stuff. Like, I want that kind of thing to happen. I have this, like, weird fantasy in my head of just, like, seeing a girl more and more often, and then we get together at a park or something, and then we go get lunch or something and stuff like that. Like, the modern day dating, I'm not gonna be like, it's so bad, I can't get a girl or whatever. I know I can get a girl. I'm not gonna be an incel, okay? I'm legit voluntarily celibate right now. Okay, I don't want to sound like, I get pussy and stuff. No, bro, I'm a virgin. But I've definitely declined women to have sex with me. Without a doubt. And I came pretty close. But I was just like, man, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. And it's not like I'm gay. It just has to be right. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like I want to love the person I'm having sex with. Every time I ask my friends, "So how was your first time?" They're like, "Oh, it's kind of sucked ass." I was like, "Bro, I want my first time to be good though. I want it to be with someone I love, and I want to remember it. I don't want to be like with a hooker in like Europe, which my friend did, and I was just like, bro, that's even worse. Paying for it is so bad. But I want that. I really do want that for myself. I want to experience like true love, but like unironically though. That's some real shit. I actually, that's a dream of. It's a thing that you can't attain. It's something that with wealth you can't attain. It's something like it's like a achievement in a video game. It's like a legendary achievement in a video game to have like love with someone. You know what I mean? Like love. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you a real nigga, you know. Like, yeah. Like just knowing someone for so long, and then like just knowing how that person acts and stuff like that. It's not even about the sex part. It's just sharing that experience with someone like that you love, like connecting with one another. That's like, I know this sounds super vanilla and whatever, but that's just something in my head that I want. I crave that. I crave to have someone I like laugh, like being around all the time with me, and then having sex with that person. You know what I mean? Like, I talk with my friends about jerking off. Okay. Hey, yo, stay with me now. But like, they're just my friends, you know? They don't actually see my dick and shit. They don't actually help me, you know? I don't want to be helped, right? By someone I like my friends, but I don't love them. I don't love them that way, you know what I mean? But like, having someone that you love everything about them, right? And having sex with them, that's somewhere in my head, that's like better than heroin right now. That's like a craving. I have like a heroin addiction for that. Like, I'll be driving but this only happens when I get this craving for, it's not a horny way, it's like a romantical horny. Like, I really want to like take her out on a date and everything. I want to like go on like trips, travel in a car and stuff like that. Be on a plane together, travel, at home, doing shit like cooking dishes and shit. Like, I'm romanticizing having a normal life, but that's like what I want. This is unironically what I want. Like, I'll be so content with that. And like, I don't know, am I messed up in the head or something? But like, that's what I want, you know? Because I like see that so much as a kid. Like, I just want that for myself, you know? Maybe it's some like, obviously some primal thing, or like some innate nature to be like this. But like, I feel myself slowly becoming more like a dad, which is why I'm dressed like this today. Ooh, check out that American flag, baby. Oh yeah, American. But no, like, just some things to think about, you know, when I'm just thinking about driving an hour there and back from my house to where I go to school. I just think about this stuff, you know. I'm like listening to shoegaze and listening to slow dive, and I'm like, man, I wish I had that kind. I wish I could share this like love for this music with someone. I wish I could just like make out with a girl listening to this music and have like a teen romance. Like, I wish I was a teen again, or just someone my age right now, and getting like, just having like a romantical story. That's why I don't read that shit, because then it ruins the actual experience. And it romanticizes romance, you know. So I don't want to ruin the experience for myself.
And no one knows about this, by the way. No one knows about this except one other person who found about this, like, because I told them to turn it off. There's one song that I loved. I love listening to it. I'm not telling you guys, but I just know it is a song. And I've told myself I'm not going to listen to this song until I'm in a very romantical moment with someone I love. I'm really scared by playing. If that happens, I'm going to be indebted myself every time I listen to that song again. I'm going to think about that person. In case something bad happens, I want to choose the right one, obviously. Because that happened to me when I was in high school. There was a song I did that for. And now I think it faded away with time. But I remember for a while just hearing the song play, this other song that I listened to while I was with this girl. And every time I'd hear that song, I'd be like, damn, bro. Damn, bro. We were literally sipping milkshakes together. We were sipping milkshakes together in a Oberweis and on a date and shit. And I biked like 10 miles to go see her. That shit was romantical as fuck, bro. And I was thinking about that for like years afterwards. Not anymore. It's like faded away. I don't even remember it that well. But the song it's like a blue song. It's like New Monday, Blue Monday. Yeah, New Order, Blue Monday. That's the song that was playing inside there. Every time I hear that song, for a while, it would just like hurt my heart, hurt me. I'd feel like a heaviness in my chest. It hurt. Because we broke up later. I broke up with her. I broke up with her because I thought she was crazy. But she was just really madly in love with me. Which sucks. Because I was retarded. She's really hot. Yeah, but, shit happens, Shit happens. I'm not gonna be, man, I didn't know that college was a scam in high school. Man. Like, I'm not gonna hold myself against that, just shit happens, You can't just be, especially with relationship stuff, you can't be holding yourself, man, I fucked it up, man, I made the wrong move, bro. You just didn't know what moves you had to play, It's like learning chess to be grandmaster. You look back at your past games and be like, oh, I wish I did this move. But you just didn't know at that time, Same thing for any other game. If you look back at your replays for games, you'd be like, oh, I wish I knew this move. And for example, for Dota 2, I play Dota 2 a lot. Used to. Now when I look at my past replays of games, like really old games, I'm just like, why am I doing this? Why am I buying this item? That makes no sense to my build. That makes no sense. Am I even building a build? Am I just using a guide? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? I'm not even buying utility. I'm not buying wards. I'm not warding. Like stuff like that. Looking back at your past mistakes and looking down on yourself because you didn't know is forgetting why the lesson was there in the first place. It's like you paid for a lesson, you paid for like a class, and then you hit yourself because you went to class. It's like congratulating yourself through sleeping through a class. Like, why? You went to class, you should be happy with yourself. As long as the lesson did not affect you physically or really excessively in the head, you shouldn't be you shouldn't be hurt by it, Well, you can look back at it as it was a hurtful experience, but just don't not learn something from that if it was such a bad experience. You have to learn something. Don't forget that, And I learned a lot about dealing with women in high school. But I haven't got I dibble and dabble now. But it's not anything. I have not gotten something serious since high school.
Yeah. And I don't, I get depressed like maybe like once, like maybe like 20 times in a year. Not even. I think like it's 10 times during a year, and I just had that, where I'm just like, before I had it way more when my life was a little bit better in like, when I just got to college, my life was pretty good until it started sucking ass. But, I occasionally have like those moments where I'm just thinking to myself, man, oh man, I wish I had a girl right now. And I have to like keep like kicking myself in the head or in the foot or in the ass. I don't know, it's kicking the head of like, dude, my girl would fuck you up right now. You were not prepared financially, emotionally, or physically right now. You need to get your shit first together. And I think that's the core of self-improvement, is it's preparing yourself to be in a relationship. I think you need to be prepared to deal with a relationship instead of the other way around. A relationship prepares you for another one, Because people will throw themselves at a relationship and it obviously ends bad unless you are legit connected as fuck. Just through thick and thin, bonded, That's a different story, and that's very rare, but I have a friend that's bonded with another girl, and they're right or die, And I fuck with that. I'm glad my friend has that. I'm kind of jealous that he has, not about the woman himself, but the relationship he has is so tight. I wish I had that with a girl, but I can't be. It's not a feeling of lust. It's a jealousy of like a immaterial possession he has. He has the possession of a really strong bond with someone. I wish I had that. But, I wish him well. Really well. So I wish I had that, And I'm just like thinking to myself, but like a woman would fuck me up right now. It would throw me off course. I would not go where I'm going to. It's like giving me right now $50,000 in debt. If you gave me that right now, it'd throw me so off course right now. I mean, as sure as anyone, but just the thought of that is just like so like damaging. Like how much time I have to invest in like hanging out, being with her, buying her stuff, talking, mentally taxing. I'm not trying to say women are a waste of time. The opposite, obviously. It's just that I would not treat her right. You know what I mean? I don't want to cause damage to another person, because I left a girl traumatized. I don't want to do that to anyone. Especially a girl I'm interested in. So because of that reason, I'm out, literally. So I don't. People misconstrue what I'm saying when I talk about like women, as if like there's some like negative, like I'm just like saying like, oh man, fuck women and stuff like that, man. Like, why would you ever be with a woman, dude? Like, women are a waste of time or whatever. But in reality, it's just you have to give yourself the time to go through that. You can't be willy-nilly about that. You need to develop yourself. Turn left. No, he's not turning left. Scared the shit out of a girl. I'm a pussy. That guy was getting pissed off at me, probably. You can't, it's like showing up to a job interview without a resume. The same thing with a girl. You can't show up to, I mean, maybe you can, but like, you need to, you would do someone bad, I'm not saying treat women like it's a property or thing or whatever. You have to prepare yourself, like get your own, like, character building resume, if that makes sense. You have to know to be kind, compassionate, all these things, and care about another person. And maybe you will learn this just through experience, and that's fine. Not everyone will just immediately learn, oh wow, I have to care for this person. No, not everyone does. the point is to be learning these things, you know. Have your mind open to these kind of things and not shut yourself out from another person's problems and stuff. You are going to legit be trying to bond with someone emotionally, physically, and mentally, and spiritually. Which is why I don't really like the idea of like hookup culture. It's not like, oh, it's degenerate or whatever. You can have sex with as many people as you want, but like it destroys you like spiritually, in a sense. Like you are like doing a you are like it ruins like an experience for you, I feel like when you actually do find the person you love and have sex with them, like it's not going to feel the same. It won't feel this, you won't have that newness feeling of like, wow, what do I do? Wow, dude, this is so crazy. Can't believe I'm doing this for the first time. It ruins that feeling, you know, and especially with someone you love, you know. So this is all like kind of like borderline cringe and like embarrassing stuff to talk about, but it's something that like I hold dear to my heart. Like I hate saying that too, because it just sounds so cringe. It sounds like something you'd say in like a movie, but it's just something I just think about, you know. And it's like something I'm like, man, I wish I had that, you know. I wish I had that experience. I know it will come, but just when, you know. Yeah, so I try not to rob myself of that, you know, because there's some things like that song for myself that it was such a good experience for me to listen to that song. I really want to share that feeling, because I still have that feeling. Whenever I hear the song, I immediately turn it off if it's ever in my feed, you know. And I've never felt that song like pulls me. When I was working security guard, whenever I listened to that song, it was like it immediately put my head into like drift mode, where I'm just like, damn, you know what I mean? If you know, you know. If you know, you know. So, kind of really what I want to talk about today is just like something that's like very like warm to the heart, you know? Like it's like I don't even know how to describe it. It's just like a feeling, you know? It's just like a warmness feeling, you know? So, yeah. I don't know. I am aware though when yeah, this does sound weird, but I don't know how to any other way to describe it. I don't know if this is present in any other culture as well. Probably is, just different. I don't know. I would have to know. I would have to be there to know. That's a lot of things in life. You would have to like experience it yourself to know about it. You can't just say it, you know, because it'd be, if you say it, it's just such a generalization. It's such a oversimplification of something that's so complex, especially of like an experience that takes up more than two senses, you know. You can describe it, how to get there and stuff like that, but the experience itself, it would take so many words, you know. So many, like you can't convey it in words. And I think there's a lot of things in life that are like that. They're just like moments, like flash moments that you can even forget and not write down, but they just happen. And because of like that nuanced emotions and feelings and experiences, that's what makes life good, you know. That makes life worth living. Stuff that cannot be expressed or felt ever the same way again, other than like in retrospect and memory. Especially like smells. I have smelled so many like smells recent. I have a bad sense of smell. I can only smell food really good. When something smells bad, it hardly smells anything for me. Especially my own smells. If I rub soap on my body, I don't smell the soap. If I'm sweaty, I don't smell my sweat. I would have to go like really up close to the skin and then smell it for me to smell. Like if I smelled like something like right now, if I ran around in a wheat field right now, right, and rub myself with corn or something, I wouldn't smell it. It's only like really strong smells that I have like a smell for, and then I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I understand. Or like food, for some reason, food. but like smells that like are from like childhood. And whenever I have my nostrils really cleared up, because my nostrils are constantly stuffed from me sleeping at night with a fan, and maybe some other thing probably. I always get sniffles in the morning, and because of that, I don't smell that much because my nose is stuffed throughout the entire day. But one of the things I noticed is like sometimes I'll have a smell or feeling that like brings me back to something in childhood. Like before, I remember smelling a leaf, a certain kind of leaf, like a maple leaf or something, and it brought me back to like preschool when it was fall. It was October, and I remember that exact thing where I was counting the cracks in the sidewalk, walking along, and looking at leaves and smelling them while I was in preschool in Chicago. And I'm just like, I remember that so vividly. I only remember my everything. All my memories there are basically from my mom telling me about them. But I remember like some like pictures, they just come up occasionally in my head. And I'm just like, wow, that's crazy. Hey, that's my flight on the ground. It's like 3, 2, yeah. Someone's gonna be working on that, and it's not gonna be me. Yeah, you can tell we're in Sioux Falls now. So I just wanted to talk about that. Yeah, not much else. I really wanted to have a retrospective video talking about like feelings and such, but it's just stuff that's been on my mind. And like, yeah. But that's true. I always, whenever I'm in a good mood or content with my life, I always think about how can I fit a girl here in this timeline, you know? How can I have a relationship with someone? I just keep on telling me I'm not ready, you know? I'm not ready. I don't have my own place. Until I have my own place, I'm not having a girlfriend. Like, that's like first off. Second off, I need to be able to provide. If she has a job, that's fine. I'm not going to stop her. I'm not going to stop her from going to work. That's fine. If she wants to do that, that's fine. I don't care. But I will provide for at least myself and her. At least enough for just me and her. Just in case, you know. I'm not going to be banging bills, you know, and trying to look for budgeting. I hate budgeting. I just hate budgeting. I just want to be able to make enough where I just don't care about like groceries and paying taxes and insurance. That stuff's really stressful. Like I think financial reason is the reason most people divorce in America. Like I think it's like 52% or 62% of marriages fail because of financial reasons. So like that's one. Like that's number one. Is just getting myself a place, obviously to get away from my parents, and then having enough money for whatever avenue I go down. So it's just, you know, this is how it's going to be, you know. Yeah. I really do wonder how there's flight attendants and pilots that are married together. It's really a wonder for me. That like trust and loyalty is insane. So hopefully, you know, that doesn't happen to me. But, you know, if it happens, it happens, you know. Love is love. Shit happens. Just like with that fucking truck. Shit happens. You know. The reason humans have lived so long is because of adaptability. So just adapt. Alright, I'll be ending the video. Thanks for watching. Leave your comments. Bye.